Disappointed. That's what I want to say regarding the note-taking experience on the OnePlus Pad 2. To be honest, I really like the Stylus, which is the OnePlus Stylo 2. It has a matte texture and that really feels great in hand. And in my previous video, I mentioned that the OnePlus Pad 2 is one of the best tablets you can buy in the market right now. So, what exactly went wrong? Don't miss this video, as today we are gonna discuss why the OnePlus Pad 2 might not be the right choice for you, in terms of note-taking that is. My name is Prithviraj and I create videos on productivity, tech and life. First things first, please get a case for your tablet, or maybe the keyboard folio cases that we have. Without a case, you won't really have a great experience taking notes on this device, only because of the camera bump that we have at the back. It's really gonna wobble because of that, so simply get a case and that would solve your issue. I wanna keep this video really short, so let's get started. The OnePlus Stylo 2. This one has a plastic tip. Many of the pens in the market often have a rubber tip on them. The rubber tip will help you get more resistance while writing or drawing compared to the Stylo 2, which has a plastic tip. But the difference is not that noticeable, but I thought I should point that out as well. If you're new into digital note-taking, you won't be facing much issues, to be very honest. But if you have some sort of experience using other note-taking apps or drawing devices, then the difference will clearly be noticeable. When compared with the OnePlus Stylo 2, the Apple Pencil performs better, the S Pen performs better as well. And they all have a very similar pricing altogether. So in terms of that, if you want to buy a tablet primarily for note-taking, then of course the other options will perform better in comparison. This is the main underlying issue that we have on this device. With the price you'll have to pay for everything included, there are simply much better options out there for this purpose. Now that is cleared, let us talk about the experience using various note-taking and drawing apps. If you're looking for a free note-taking app, then most of the time the default note-taking apps of the devices often perform better in that aspect. For example, Samsung Notes for Samsung tabs and Apple Notes on the iPads. They are simply great. But take a look here at the OnePlus Notes app. It has really tried to copy Apple Notes. I've pointed this out in my full review of the OnePlus Pad 2 as well. Simply look at the pen option segment. They look very identical. But the main issue here is that we have a very low resolution. It most likely has a raster based interface and not a vector one. If I have to explain this in layman's term, if you zoom inside a note, it will often get distorted. I'll be leaving a screen recording of this aspect so that you can properly see what's going on. So the default and free note-taking app is off the table, as you can see. So we have to check out some other options that we have. And also, please consider subscribing to my channel if you're finding this helpful. That will help me out a lot. Let us talk about the drawing aspect a bit. Clip Studio Paint. It's one of the most popular drawing apps out there for Android. I faced a lot of latency on this device. Take a look for yourself. If you have previously used pen tablets like the Wacom tablets, then this latency is definitely gonna bug you, to be very honest. It's not snappy and precise like the Wacom tablets. However, while trying out all the other note-taking apps which are all paid, I had a completely different experience on them. I tested out apps like Notewise, Nebo, Concepts, and of course GoodNotes for Android. The writing experience felt a bit unnatural, I have to point that out. As in, it's not that smooth like I wanted it to be, specifically on apps like Concepts and Notewise. I have used all these apps on other devices and I really had a great experience over there, but not on the OnePlus Pad 2. But there is one particular app that really worked out well for me, and that is Nebo. I really found the experience smooth on this app particularly, and not so much on the other apps. And don't worry, this video is not sponsored by anyone. I'm sharing my own experience using all these apps. So if you have already bought the OnePlus Pad 2, then Nebo is the best option for you, but it's paid, so keep that in mind. And speaking of GoodNotes for Android, well, it still sucks. So yeah, it's better not to use that. Other than the note-taking aspect, the OnePlus Pad 2 is simply a beast of a device. It's the best tablet you can buy for this price point. But in case you're in the market looking for the best device for note-taking purposes, then let me help you with that. Click here on this video to check out the comparison between the iPad 10 Gen with the Galaxy Tab S9 FE Plus. See you there.